Hello everyone. Now today I am going to explain in case of admission of a partner when C as a new partner admitted in a firm where A and B are the partners and their old profit sharing ratio is 2:1. C admitted as a new partner with a new PSR 2:1:1. So if you see in this, old PSR, new PSR, both are given. If you calculate sacrificing ratio, it will be 2:1. How you will get it? Old PSR minus new PSR, and sacrificing ratio will be 2:1. How can I say that it will be 2:1 without any calculation? When old PSR and new PSR of old partners are same, when old PSR and new PSR of old partners are same, it is proved that sacrificing ratio also will be same. Now here in this video, my focus is to show you how to treat undistributed profit or undistributed loss. Both cannot be there in an organization at the same time. Either profit will be there or loss will be there. How do you treat advertisement suspense account, which is deferred revenue expenses, and general reserve? For advertisement suspense, undistributed loss, undistributed profit, there is no conditions. In all the questions, in all the problems, whatever is the situation, the treatment will be same. But for general reserve, definitely there will be some other kind of treatment. So for general reserve, I have put that mark, and under this mark I have given some additional information, and according to that the treatment will change. Now if I consider first undistributed loss, it is placed in the asset side, and with the fundamental knowledge we know loss means it is debit. So when it will be transferred, because before admission of new partner, you remember there will be some item which are appeared in the balance sheet must be transferred to old partner's capital account. Out of all these items, today in this video I have considered only 4 items. I will consider in my next video the remaining items, how to treat on these items at the time of admission of a new partner. So if you have undistributed loss like appeared in the asset side, this will be transferred to old partner's capital account in the debit side. So the treatment will be like this: transfer of undistributed loss to old partner's capital account. In which ratio you will transfer? Remember, in the balance sheet, whatever items are appeared, then normally all these items will be transferred to old partners in their old PSR. So you have to use your fundamental concept. When the debit items are transferred, so this item will be credited. Whenever you transfer a particular item, you have to check the characteristics or the features of that particular item. Undistributed loss, advertisement suspense, by nature these are debit. When these will be transferred, so this account will be credited. So my journal entry will be, if I consider my old partners are A, so A is capital account debit, B is capital account debit, to profit and loss account. Yes, you can write profit and loss appropriation account, since in the balance sheet it is appeared as PL account. I have written PL account. If you write PL appropriation account, absolutely fine, there is no problem. I have written here A is capital account, B is capital account. I have considered capital account is fluctuating. If the capital account is fixed, instead of writing capital account, you have to write current account for this. And in which way it will be transferred? My undistributed loss is 30,000 rupees, which will be transferred into 1 ratio. This will be transferred into 1 ratio. So 30,000 will be transferred as 20,000 and 10,000 rupees. So this undistributed loss is now clear, that if it is there in the balance sheet, must be transferred to old partners capital account in the debit side. Now advertisement suspense, if you want to transfer of advertisement suspense, the same journal entry will be there. A is capital or current account in case of nature of capital, B is capital account, to advertisement suspense account. Again this will be transferred in the old PSR. This is 18,000 rupees, so will be transferred into 1, so it will be 12,000 and 6,000 rupees. So when the debit items are transferred, remember debit items will be credited and the capital account will be debited for that matter. Now if the loss is not there, if the profit is there, then how you will do it? So in case of profit, transfer of undistributed profit to old partners. Now when you transfer undistributed profit to old partners, remember this profit, this general reserve by nature, this is credit. So when you transfer this credit item to the partner's capital account, these items will be debited and partner's capital account will be credited. This is a basic concept which you have to use. So on your own you can make so many journal entries. The concept is these are credit. Now if you want to transfer this credit item will be debited, and where you are transfer, those items will be credited. Because you are transferring credit items, so that when you transfer this credit item to somewhere, so that place will be credited, capital account or current account will be credited, and these items will be debited, so that the account will be nullified or cancelled. So this way the entry will be profit and loss account debit to A's capital account, to B's capital account, and undistributed profit is 45,000. In the old PSR it will be transferred, so it will be 30,000 rupees and 15,000 rupees. And the next one, which is slightly different, it is a complicated general reserve. There I have put some condition when no information regarding general reserve. So for general reserve, information is not there in the adjustment. So when no information is given, so I put like this, number 4, when no information is given for general reserve. So when information is not there, simply you transfer to old partner's capital account. So this will be general reserve account debit to A's capital, to B's capital, and your general reserve is 60,000 rupees. So this will be 40,000 and 20,000 rupees. Why we are transferring on all these items before admission of C? Because these items are created by the old partners. So before coming of new partner, all these items should be settled down. Advertisement suspense, it is fictitious assets cannot be converted into cash. Undistributed loss, it is because of them. Undistributed profit, they are responsible for profit. General reserve created out of profit. All these items must be settled before admission of new partner. Now if you check the second item, is written that 10% of general reserve. Your general reserve is 60,000. 10% of general reserve to be maintained as provision for doubtful debts. It means the entire general reserve cannot be transferred to partner's capital account. It means out of 60,000, 6,000 rupees will be kept aside as provision for doubtful debts, and the remaining 54,000 rupees will be distributed to them. Then what we will do in second condition? In second condition, if I write here, fourth condition 2, 10% of general reserve is maintained as PBD. So when you maintain 10% of general reserve as PBD, it means it is clear that entire 60,000 cannot be transferred to old partner's capital account. Out of 60,000 rupees, 6,000 will be kept aside as PBD, provision for doubtful debts, and the rest 54,000 will be transferred to partner's capital account. So that your journal entry will be general reserve account debit 60,000 to provision for doubtful debts 6,000 as the instruction. Instruction is 10% will be transferred to provision for doubtful debts. Yes, out of 60,000, 10% is transferred to provision for doubtful debts. And what you will do with this provision for doubtful debts? When you prepare a balance sheet after reconstitutions, after new partners admission, then this provision for doubtful debts 6,000 rupees will be subtracted out of your debtors. Remember, this will be subtracted out of your debtors. So the remaining 54,000 rupees will be transferred to A's capital account and to B's capital account. Now 54,000 rupees when you distribute, that will be distributed in the old PSR, and that is coming 54 into 2 by 3, 54,000 into 1 by 3, it will be coming 36,000 and 18,000 rupees. If you club all together, this is coming 60,000 rupees. Now when we think about the last one, they are saying here general reserve not to be distributed or disturbed. That means in the new balance sheet, it means in the new balance sheet, general reserve will be appeared as usual 60,000 rupees. Remember, if it is given general reserve not to be disturbed, it means in the new balance sheet after C's admission, general reserve will be appeared in the balance sheet 60,000 rupees. Remember, whenever it is this, if any item, I am talking about general reserve, it can be there for profit and loss, it can be there for any other reserve or item. In that situation, you have to prepare, you have to pass capital adjustment or capital transfer. In case when general reserve not to be distributed, then in that case you have to pass a journal entry called book adjustments or capital transfer. That means in this entry only capital to capital entry will be there, the general reserve account will not be affected. Which way we can do it here? The question is here, when you are saying the general reserve will not to be distributed, it means when C is coming as a new partner for 1 by 4. Now remember, C is coming for 1 by 4, 1/4 of 60,000 rupees, which is 15,000 rupees. After C's admission, C will claim this 15,000 rupees out of 60,000 rupees. 60,000 rupees will be appeared in the new balance sheet. When it will be appeared in the new balance sheet, C, who is joining us, after his joining into the firm, general reserve still will be there 60,000 rupees. On this 60,000 rupees, C's share will be 1 by 4, so C will claim 15,000 rupees on this general reserve. But to create this general reserve, C's contribution is 0, because this general reserve is created by A and B. But after admission, since general reserve will be there in the balance sheet, C would claim 1/4, which is his share of 60, that is 15,000 rupees. And that is why for this 15,000 rupees we have to pass one book adjustments. And then the entry will be here, number 4(3). It is called book adjustment or capital transfer. And the entry will be in this case C's capital account debit, gaining partner. C is incoming partner, C is gaining partner, C's capital account debit. How much? Whatever C's share will be on 60,000, that is 15,000 rupees. And this 15,000 rupees will be transferred to them who have sacrificed for C. This 15,000 rupees which C is going to gain in future, this 15,000 rupees will be transferred to the partners who have actually sacrificed this 1/4. In this case, who have sacrificed, that is why before starting of this video I told you that sacrificing ratio is 2:1. So this 15,000 rupees will be transferred to A and B. So the entry will be A's capital account debit to B's capital account. It will be 10,000 rupees and 5,000 rupees. This will be transferred in sacrificing ratio, remember. This is one of the most important journal entry. When journal reserve not to be distributed or not to be disturbed, in that case you remember the entry will be through the capital to capital. But this capital account in our ICSE level, normally we don't write capital account, we write in this place current account. We don't use new partners capital account, we use in this case new partners current account. And since we have used C's current account, you remember that this current account which you have written will be appeared in the balance sheet asset side. Remember, when you have debited C's current account, so C's current account will be appeared in the new balance sheet after C's admission. When you prepare balance sheet, in that balance sheet C's current account will be appeared as 15,000 rupees. Instead of writing capital account, better to write current account when there is any kind of book adjustments or capital transfer. New partners capital account, instead of using capital account, use new partners current account. Thank you.